So here's the last part of lesson on 8.1. And for this particular part, we are going to take a look at retirement savings. So people usually have options when looking at retirement savings plans. And there are three usual. The first one is the IRA, or the traditional individual retirement account, wherein you can deposit up to 5,500 a year. Okay. You can start withdrawing from this account when you reach 59 and a half years old, but those withdrawals are taxed. Okay. Now, if you do not want to have those withdrawals taxed for you, then you can choose the Roth IRA. So basically, it's the same as the IRA. Okay, same amount of money, up to that amount of money every year. The withdrawal can start at 59 and a half years old, but it is not taxed. Okay, so these are options, like personal options, like additional retirement option for any person. Now, when you go to the workforce, one of the things that you might want to look at is how your employer or your company is working for your retirement plan as well. And in that case, we have to look at the employer-sponsored retirement plans. So you have the 401k or the 403b plans, wherein aside from you putting in a certain amount into these retirement plans, your employers are also making contributions on your behalf. So most of the time, your deposit to the retirement plan gets doubled because you are putting in money and your employer is matching that amount of money as well. So it's like you're doubling the money that is being deposited. So let's have these examples. So suppose that between the ages 25 and 35, you contribute 4,000 per year to a 401k, and your employer matches this contribution dollar for dollar on your behalf. So based from this part here, the employer matches the contribution dollar for dollar, meaning how much you deposit or you contribute, it will be the same amount that the employer will do for you. So in this case, the employer is also contributing $4,000. Okay, so the interest rate is 8.5%. compounded annually, as we can see here. What is the value of the 401k at the end of 10 years? So in this scenario, okay, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the value of the annuity. Okay, why annuity? Why not compounded interest? Remember, you are making regular contributions. Okay, so remember, annuity is when you have regular payments made at a certain number of times. So because you are contributing every year, so it's going to be annuity problem. So we're looking for the future value of this amount after 10 years. So remember, our formula for annuity is P times 1 plus R raised to T. Then you have your minus 1 all over the R. So if we are going to put in the values in here, okay, so the contribution is 4,000 from you, okay, plus the 4,000 also from your employer, okay. So all in all, the P, let's have this. So this is the P now, this is the P, okay. The total is 8,000, okay? So here, our P here would be 8,000. That's the regular deposit or contribution times 1 plus our rate is 0.085 raised to how many years? It says there 10 years. And then we divide this whole thing by the rate, which is 0.085, okay? And in this case, if you plug this into your calculator, you will get a total of 118,000, okay, 681, okay. So for 10 years, you and your employer putting in 4,000 each, so you are able to generate this amount that is going to be in your retirement plan, okay? Now, after the 10 years of working with the company, you decided to move on to a different job, okay? Now, you decided to just keep the amount, just let it continue staying in the retirement funds in the 401k. So how much money will you have in the plan when you reach the age 65? Okay? So, in this scenario, are you still putting in deposits to the retirement account? No more, okay? Remember, you quit the company, you're moving on to a different, so the retirement fund now is just stagnant. Technically, you're not changing anything in there. You're not putting in money, you're not removing money in it. So this scenario, the question is, how much money will we have? This is not going to be an annuity problem anymore, okay? This is now a compound interest question, okay? Why? Because remember, there is no more deposits being made into the account. So this is now the future value that we are going to look at. And in this case, our formula for compound interest is A is equal to the principal times 1 plus R. The exponent will be T. Okay? Again, we are now using compound interest for the future value because there's no more deposits done into the account. So in this case, the P is whatever amount was in the account already, and that is 118,681. Okay, 1 plus the R is still the same because it's just getting compounded annually, so it's still 0.085 raised to the T. Okay, now T, remember you work from 25 to 35. And you are looking at, so you ended at 35, you are ending at 65, you stop putting in money at 35, so this is a total of 30 years. So our exponent here is 30. So working this with our calculator, you will see that your retirement money in this fund without making any more payments is going to be at around 1,371,745. So can you imagine that? You only contributed for 10 years and then left it there, let it grow for 30 years, and you are now up at 1 million, almost $1.5 million in there. So let's take a look now. Let's find out how much would be the difference of our acquired money, okay, and the amount that we actually put in to the account. So if you would remember, at the end of the future value is going to be 1,371,745. Okay, that is the future value of the retirement fund. Now, if you would go back, how much was your total deposits? Okay, total deposits that were made by you, the one out of pocket. It is actually $4,000. Okay, every year for 10 years. Okay, so you actually just spent a total of 40,000 out of pocket to be put in to the retirement plan. And the difference, okay, of that, so from 40,000, it's like your investment, 40,000 was your investment, you get the difference of these two, you will get 1,331,745. So imagine how much this money that you shed out for first 10 years, how much it grew, okay? It's not just 10 times. It's almost like more than 20, almost like 25%, 25 times almost that it grew to get this annuity when you reach your retirement age, okay? So again, things to think about, especially when you are young. invest early so that you can have plenty of money in preparation for your retirement. Okay? Thank you.